Hello, my name's Colette. I'd like to talk to you about my first published book, Tarot Novice to Pro in One Book by Colette Brown. Um, this was my very first tarot book that was ever published. In fact, my very first book that was ever published. So I'm very fond of it, and it's been used and it's well received. It's actually my best selling book. Okay, it's been out the longest, but I'm really chuffed with how this little book does all over the world. So it must be doing something right. Um, I started my Scottish School of Tarot when I opened premises in Hamilton many years ago. And in 1996, I moved into premises and I realised I had space to teach. So I decided to write a diploma course over 10 months for people, and it became a Scottish School of Tarot diploma course. Over the years, it became an online course, and then I kind of put it to the side a bit. I wanted to develop other ideas and write more, etc. But then I got the chance to make the course into a book for John Hunt Publications. So it is actually based on a course, but made more palatable as a book. Um, and some people I've done, quite a lot of interviews on this book, and some people have said, how can you say novice to pro in one book? Is that not ridiculous? Is that not everything that you're against? Because I really believe the tarot should be learned over quite a long period of time until you're really, you're an expert on it, basically. So I've been asked about this now. The whole point is the book starts off with all the tarot cards being learned, but instead of it just being a big long list, after every 6 or 7 cards, there is a new spread that's developed to show you how to use it. And there's actually little questions on the cards that you have just learned. Questions that I would see in every day in my tarot practice. And then there's another 6, 7, 8 cards, and then there's more questions, and then there's little funny things to do, like if that card were a person, who would it be? If that card was a color, what would it be? So there's all these things going on, and bit by bit the book builds up and builds up, so that you're not just learning the basic meaning of cards, you're actually using your intuition to understand them, and then you're learning spreads, and you're learning how to understand how cards interrelate and flow together. And by the time you've done that, it takes time. It's not like learn a tarot in 24 hours or a month. It's the time needed to do it. And then there's chapters on ethics and professionalism, how to set up a reading, how to do it, the legalities, stuff like that. Basically, from starting with the tarot to actually sitting in front of someone and doing a reading in a professional way, even if you're not going to do that, doing a reading for friends that you would be very happy with the standard of. So you really need to take time to work your way through this book. It was initially a course. So people seem to like it, and I refer back to all the time when I'm teaching the tarot. I also add on Ouija tarot, which is more about the major arcana. So it's available kind of almost everywhere, particularly Amazon, WH Smith online, and Waterstones, etc. So I would suggest, if you want to learn the tarot at a practical level, it doesn't go into Hebrew symbolism, it doesn't go into a lot of different in-depth esoteric meanings. It's a practical tarot book. It's the book that I would teach people that needed to go out and actually enjoy communicating with people and giving a good practical reading. So you may want to read other tarot books, you might want to go far more in depth, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the book that if you start it and finish it, do all the homework the whole way through it, and then take that knowledge and go back and do it all again with the extra knowledge on the cards, then yes, it is Tarot Novice to Pro in one book. I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed writing it, and I enjoyed updating it all those years later. So there we go. Many blessings.